So, while everybody is arriving, let me quickly go over how the final presentations work. So, I am going to call on a team from the list of teams, and a representative of that team will go ahead and share their screen here on Discord and show off their game and talk for exactly 5 minutes. I have a timer and I will let you know when you have 1 minute of time left, and then I will tell you if your time's up. Kristo, do we also allow time for questions?
Yeah, we can do a little bit of time.
Yeah, so 1 or 2 questions. We've got lots of games to get through, a lot of presentations, which is great. So, assuming most people are here, and if they are not, they will join us, and if they won't join us, then they'll just miss out on some awesome presentations. So, let's just get started, shall we? So, the first team that I would like to hear a presentation from is Buckstyle and their game The Great Donut Escape. Is there someone here from Team Buckstyle?
Yes, I am from Team Buckstyle.
And
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think everyone else can as well.
All
so
right.
if you're ready, please share your screen with us.
All right. Let's see if that works. There we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. Awesome. So our game is about being stuck in a loop that's in space, kind of if you imagine the giant Halo in the Halo series. And the idea of the game was to just like a runner game, and as you evade obstacles, you speed up until you can escape. So the main control is just spacebar, and our loop is desert theme. And while you jump over cacti and snakes, you increase your speed, as well as the music gets more intense. So hopefully I can demonstrate it. The transition isn't exactly perfect, but hopefully it'll do the job. And that's pretty much it about the game. We wanted to add the final goal of being so fast that you just bust out of the giant donut or the giant ring, but we never got around to that due to time limitations. But hopefully, as you played, you enjoyed the game a little bit, since it's a bit like the Chrome's Diner Run. But yeah, decided to keep it simple. Does anybody have questions?
So someone I think has a question.
Nope, I said.
Can you actually jump out of the loop then?
No, that never made it in. We wanted to have this cool animation, like Sonic running at full speed in the Sonic Rush games or the Sonic Generations games, but we simply never got around to that. Having this animation where you can see this dust and speed going around the circle incredibly fast and then breaking the circle. That was kind of our end goal, but yeah, never made it. Maybe in the future.
Well, thank you. Is there another question?
I have a question. How fast can the game go at the moment? Does it stop at some moment or
Yes, there is a maximum speed, and it's still quite slow. So general running pace.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I like the music.
You'll have to thank our musician for that, Mr. Andreas. But thank you for your attention, and
Thank
good
you.
luck to all of you.
Thank you. And you can stop sharing your screen now. Great. Now, next team up is Team Crocodile and their game Bad as Loop. Bad as Loop. Is there anyone here from Crocodile?
Yes, Sahid is here.
Excellent. Could you please share your screen with us?
1 second. Screen. I think I have to share this screen. And now I open the game. So, do you see the game now? There has been a huge disaster.
I'm afraid
I think
don't.
it's the wrong screen.
I will share it again then.
There's a, there's a button
One
share your
second.
screen at the bottom of your, should be at the bottom of your.
Need change. Stop streaming when I will do it again. 1 second. Can you see now?
Yes. Yes. We
Yes.
can.
Okay, so the sound is strong, but yes, this is Bad as a Loop, and Bad as is our character also, so there is the name Bad as a Loop. First, you have to open the eggs and see in what egg your character is. Like yes, I got lucky. There is timing. Like the left top corner. When time gets out, you die. And there is different endings, good and bad endings. There is also different, like when you talk, everything in the game has voice.
Hooray! I'm bored.
Very good.
What is my name?
You don't have a name.
So
You are
all are
clone.
voices.
A
So also a player
I gave you a
is on the
serial
loop.
number.
I will end this dialogue. So you loop through the game. First you want to open the door. How do you open the door? There is 2 bots who are coming to distract you. They will also talk with you all the time. So now you want to go out to the store.
Stupid.
So you can choose strength or wisdom, and if you don't want them to, you can kill them also and take parts. So then you hack door. Sorry. And this game, by the way, is part of our bigger game, which we are making with 12 people now, which is MMORPG, which will come out after 4 years. And this game's idea is to talk different people here. Come on. Talk different people, get different answers. And the dialogues are pretty funny because we have very good writer. He has wrote that many novels in Estonia also. So, and this is the escape pod. This is one of the endings. Also, there is very much different funny choices in the game. So there is not only jump and run. I don't want to spoil the game for you, but you can touch different items in the game. So also, let's see, these 2 things are touchable. You can touch them, and there is choices. You can talk to the robots.
You have 1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. Okay. So, enjoy this game. This is insanely fun game. Insanely fun game. If you listen what they are talking, you can't do it now because this is on the voice, and otherwise it can ruin the show. But yeah, that's it for the game.
Thank you.
Do you have questions?
I have a question.
Yep.
You say it's going to be part of a bigger game, an MMORPG. So, how do you plan to fit this game into the context of this bigger game?
This is like little teaser before the game, because our game starts when you are going to the planet, but now you are in the spaceship here. Our main character is badass in real game also, so this is like little teaser before the game or demo comes out.
Okay. Any other questions? It sounds like there are no other questions, so thank you. And we will move on to the next team. The next. Yeah.
Excuse me. I have a question.
Go on.
But, it's not. Yeah. Yeah. Wait a second. Let's move on. I ask after
Okay.
the next one.
Okay, so the next team to present is Discus Launch Glider Dream Team and their game World of Colorcraft. So please, Discus Launch Glider Dream Team. Anyone here from Discus Launch Glider Dream Team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Share your screen with us when you're ready.
Okay. Can you see it? Yeah, I see it.
I see it, yes.
Okay. We wanted to do something educational, and we had some ideas. We generated some ideas before, but with this team, we tried to fit the. One idea was to make some game to learn about mixing colors, and so we made out of the game of it. So it crashed. Okay, cool. One second. So there is a narrative about one hero who is traveling around, and there is one wise man who is giving information and providing different abilities. Mis asja? Ei ole näha või? Sorry. Okay, we can't see it. All right, so you have to gather different colors, and you have to pick the right colors to get supplementary colors to move on in the world. And there is a narrative you can read about from the voting site, and the world is like so basically you make tasks, you complete tasks, and you move around this color wheel. So these are the color badges, the random color badges, and you have to pick the right one. Picking the work obviously. And we planned there can be like 4 or 5 different tasks about colors, to find supplementary colors, to get some concrete tone of the color, the gold colors and the warm colors. But the first one was we which is here, is to pick the primary colors. So basically, you have three different choices. You pick two of them to get the color what is asked by the white one.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, and that's it. Do you have any questions?
Can you turn down the sound on your game or possibly close it? Okay. Yeah. Does anyone have?
I didn't even hear it, so
Yeah.
let's just leave it. Okay.
Are there questions about this game? Okay, I have a question. So, I may have missed this, but how exactly is this about teaching color matching?
How it is teaching color matching.
Yeah.
For example, if you have three additive primary colors, so how to get any color from the spectrum of the color wheel, and it's starting from these primary colors, so combining them and with different amounts, so how to get any color. We actually had a thought to maybe add something, but not during this game jam, but to get some kind of idea how colorblind people how they see the colors, because I'm also colorblind, not 100%, but but in some cases I have difficulty. So how to give this when you have to choose and you don't know actually what it is. So
Okay.
this aspect, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you plan on continuing after the jam with this game?
Yeah, but maybe we go to some other direction, because we also interviewed one art teacher who is using this. So yeah, we maybe we drift away from this one, but yeah, we have this subject.
Okay. Well, well, good luck. Any other questions?
Thanks.
Sounds like there's no more questions. So, the next team up, I received a request from Scooter Gang. So, Scooter Gang, you are up next to present.
Yes.
Yes.
I share my screen. 1 sec.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. So our game is looped in a box, and the whole purpose is to loop around the map before the timer runs out. It's the timer is 45 seconds. Every time it runs out, you restart. And controls are, you have to hold space down to move the boxes, and was to move. That's really simple. And if you dodge those spikes, then you die and start again. And yeah, we had a lot of ideas, but we so yeah, the timer ran out, but we didn't have the time or knowledge to put them in the game. We have a few assets or things that we made, but they aren't in the game. We have had a team of 4 people, 2 programmers, beginners, and 2 artists. I was one of the artists. I did the character and a whole lot that didn't end up in the game. And right now, nothing happens if you complete a loop. You can do many loops if you're fast enough. But what more to talk about?
So,
generally speaking, the whole thing was nice experience. Yeah.
okay, so can I ask you to like expand on what you were planning on, the stuff that you wanted to put in the game, but
Yeah,
you didn't make it?
we had plans to put enemies and more different kinds of traps and things, and we even made those art-wise, but the programming took more time than expected. Or yeah.
Okay. So this looks like, because it looks interesting to me. Were you planning on to make this more of an action game or a puzzle game? Because right now it looks a lot like it could go either way. Because puzzle game.
Okay. More of a puzzle game was the idea.
Yeah.
We ran out of time to put like some actual puzzles, so it's a like one of our teammates said, it's a box pushing speedrun game.
Well, excellent.
Right,
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, but I'll add that the most this how do I say that? Basically, I'm a little sad that we couldn't use the assets or assets that we made in the final game. So there's a bunch of content that is just in our folders and not in the public.
So
yeah.
the good news is that
Mine.
that even though this UT Jam is over, then the actual deadline for the global Ludum Dare Game Jam is, I think, tomorrow. So you still have time. But thank you.
Okay.
And
We can, yeah, maybe.
yeah. And you can stop sharing
Okay.
your screen and we can move on to the next team. The next team is...
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. The next team is Gonzo LLC. Gonzo Limited Liability Company.
Great.
Journey
You
to
actually...
Aspire. Go on.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Can you see the game and hear it?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
bit loud.
If it's a bit loud, you can the stream should like have a voice or like a mute button or like a you can adjust the volume. I don't know if you can find it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is our game. Let me restart. So, we participated in the jam last year, or like in the autumn or spring, but we didn't really finish. So this time around, we just wanted, our goal was to like make a game that has like a single gameplay loop and you can like finish, I guess. So this is our little game. The concept is that you're a human or a bunch of humans, and the world around you and everything is constantly aging, and you're going through the ages. So what inspired us in the team was like Stuck in the Loop. We had many different ideas, but like none really worked that well. So we just stuck with this one, where we were inspired by evolution and how long humanity was stuck in its early stages. So yeah, as you saw, I just grew up from a baby into a child, and now I can move around. I can eat chickens, which increases my chance of having a child. So let's see if that happens. Here we go, and I just had a child. So now I can move both of my characters. And the goal is to find a spire on the map and to survive long enough to find it. There are also other creatures. Oh, just some popped up. Which can also harm you. So let's see if a wolf can actually target me. So as you heard, somebody just got eaten. So yeah. Yeah, and that's our game. We really wanted to have like a relaxing game, and I think we achieved that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Do you have any questions?
So, would you say that your game is about survival, but it's a survival game, but like not very hardcore?
I mean, it's pretty hard if you actually play it.
Okay.
The pregnancy rate by default has you die over time, so you have to find food. It's I didn't really get into the mechanics because it's hard to, or I guess the show, but it's basically it's a puzzle game, how you move your things around in ways that you keep your population up. Yeah, I think it looks simple. The input is very simple. You only use the WASD and space to stand still. But in the end, if you don't move correctly, like if, for example, you gave birth into a square that was occupied, the child would just die. So you need to be careful how your group is managed. So yeah, I guess it's a survival game. You know,
Okay.
that you are right about.
Is there
yeah.
combat?
Yeah, but there's like, at the moment at least, since we went for simplicity, it's just the first person to attack always kills the other.
Okay.
Like, for example, that's one of the nuances that you have. Like, you saw that you were in multiple stages of growth, right? As a baby, you can't move, but and as a child you can, but you still have to become an adult before you can kill anything. So only in the adult form can you kill something, but at the same time, your adults are the most valuable because they're the only ones who can have children. So it's like this push and pull between mechanics.
Okay. Any other questions from someone who's not me? Well, it doesn't sound like there's more questions.
All right.
So thank you, and we will move on to the next team. The next team is Kebab, and Loops of the Past is their game. Kebab. Anyone here from Kebab?
Yes. Just a second. I'll add my screen as well. I'll have to see how to. Aha. Okay, so do you see the game in the main menu?
Yes.
All right. So basically, our game is about watching out for your current movements, as in the next level, the movements that you make in this level are sighted on the enemy, but the moves are the same. So if I start shooting up here, and I kill the slimes, which are just like the simpler enemy, then in the next level, I'll just show it now. You'll have a past clone of yourself who will have the same movements as you did at the past level, but the movements are same. So it's quite a simple game, but also I think quite fun. It was quite technically difficult to add this feature, but I think it fits the theme well because your past self is, well, stuck in a loop. And we managed to make a couple of levels. I guess I'll just play them through, but you should really try it for yourself as well. The game itself is grid based, so the fireballs that you shoot move only when you make your next movement, and so do the slimes. Our idea is to add more levels, and the further you get, the more clones there will be of yourself, and maybe add some other cool features that don't have to be this related to the theme. But yeah, this is pretty much the game. I forgot to mention the upper right corner where you essentially get a sense of what the clone's next movement is gonna be, but we figured that the more that we played, the less we actually paid attention to that and tried to go with the flow, I suppose. But yeah, this is the game. All the art and music was made during the jam, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Thank you for presenting. And yeah, I have a question. So, what is how do you complete the level? Is it just kill all the enemies and your clones?
Yep, you kill all the enemies and your clones, and you have three lives to do so. Don't collide with the enemy and just shoot him dead.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Questions about loops of the past? No?
Do you have any like intent to work more on this idea? Like this was like as far as the game design idea of having your past moves affect your game. I think this was the most innovative game in the competition. So like generally, I think this is something like, would you be willing to work on this further?
First of all, thank you. But yeah, we are pretty proud of this one actually. So after some time has passed, because we really did work very hard on this and are a little tired of it at the moment. But as time moves forward, I think we really should make this even better. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And we will move on to the next presenter, Notepad Games and Cursed Geometry. Or Notepad Games here. Anyone from Notepad Games? Notepad Games. Going once. Going twice. Notepad Games, this is your final warning.
I think they have some problems with microphones. I see they are searching for it.
Okay. But can you present? I think we seem to have lost Notepad Games, so if it's okay with everyone, let's just move on to Pachinko. Sorry?
Hey, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, just in time. So,
Okay.
yeah, we had some difficulties, technical difficulties. Yeah, we are here.
Okay, so if you can share your screen, please, that would be
Yes,
awesome.
1 second. Our school computers don't like Discord. There's like a bunch of JavaScript errors, but I think you can see our screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So basically, sorry about that. We made like a puzzle game where you, I mean, first thing that you don't know, you actually have to collect some keys, but we forgot to put it in the description or like in the game. But basically, you go to some room, and you can you will need to search for a key. Okay, we use the Unity HDL in the pipeline, by the way. So here's the key, and there's no other keys in this room, so let's move on. So here's another room, and it looks exactly as the last one, but yeah, so we found another key. And basically this is our idea of stuck in a loop kind of thing, so you just have to open up another door and we'll find another key. And so finally, when you collect the 3 keys, you are presented with another puzzle, but we didn't have enough time to actually like include another puzzle to our project. So this is it. Like there's no other levels, and you can't click on any other things. So you're just stuck now. Yeah, that's pretty much it from us, I guess.
Okay.
So,
well, thank you. When you began your presentation and you said that the player has to look for keys, but you forgot to put them in the game, I thought, well, that is so well into the theme of the game jam that you're stuck looking for a key that isn't there. So I thought that was funny. Okay, but does anyone have any serious questions or comments about this game? Okay, I'll ask another question then. What was going to be the next piece of the puzzle, or the next puzzle once?
our next puzzle will probably be some kind of object movement. So like you have to pick a cube or something and put it in another room.
Okay.
probably something like that. Like we had this idea, but we didn't have time to model the next room or level, and yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have questions? Well, if not, then you can stop sharing your screen. Thank you.
Okay.
And we move on to Pachinko Pop with their game Sleepy Hamster.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
So, yeah, we are Pachinko Pop. It's me, when we have Snowfire, Arian, Mykola, and Sketchmess as Pachinko Pop, presenting you a game called Sleepy Hamster. So for the credits, I'll get the game up and running in a second. For credits, I guess I did the sound, the music myself. Was the main lead designer. Then Arian and Mykola were the amazing code monkeys, making the whole structure of the game work as it is. And then we had Sketchmess and Snowfire, who did the absolutely charming art style that I still can't get out of my eyes. I want to share this to everyone. So, I have, and I will. Now, share screen. Let's see. Here we go. Can everyone see this?
Yes.
Okay, I hope the sound isn't too high. So the general idea is that you're a hamster who is overworked and underslept, as we all are, going day in, day out in your working week. And we have a little comic at the front and back of the game. So essentially, this shows the hamster having to deal with trash, dirty dishes, a lot of work and stuff. And whenever they go to sleep, this is what they see. Even in sleep, they can't rest. They immediately start running on a hamster wheel, which generally we wanted to create this kind of endless loop in this way that it's kind of an endless runner where you have to avoid obstacles, which are your working week things. But these things would loop around and around and around each other. So essentially, we kind of thought of a combination between a rhythm game and an endless runner game, where you have to really we designed the music to go faster and faster with the level, so the wheels get spinning faster and faster overall until you can't take it anymore. You wake up in shock, you have to go to work again, and the next night it's the same thing over and over again. And as the levels progress, the music gets more stressful, the atmosphere gets more stressful. So this is level 2. This is one-third as fast as the first level. So it's basically the same tune with a little bit of the auditory division. And since I found this, I can put this into presentation mode. So as you can see, the more you go into a dream, the faster it gets, the more hellish it gets. All these work and things start piling up more and more. And that's the gist of the game for now. I think when it comes to all the goals that we had and the game design idea, I think we managed to basically master absolutely everything in here. We got the game design right, we got the looping theme right, we got the music working with the level, so the items are actually moving to the beat of the thing. And we also added when we go to sound design, as you can hear the game over music, and the main menu music is basically the bass sleep lullaby that everyone has heard. And we kind of themed the main tune of the game also as an interpretation of the song. Does anyone have any questions?
I would just like to say that I like how the running at the start is very slow. It's very dreamlike. It goes with the idea that it's all a dream. And in your dream, it's likely that it often happens that you run really slowly.
Yeah, this was one of the ideas to like as a designer, the main thing is that your game has to fit this coherent theme that everything has to make sense. And when you're going into a dream world, like having this, like things get generally faster and everything's always in your way in your dreams. So that was like the main pitch of the game, that you have a stressful week, you want to go to bed and sleep well, and then the next thing you know, you have to build a go-kart with your ex-landlord. You always have to do something. There's always something in the way. So we really wanted to stick the landing on the, let's say, design and stuck in a loop theme to go full philosophically go full into it.
Okay, any other questions? No other questions, so thank you. And we will move on. This was Pachinko Pop and Sleepy Hamster. We already heard from Scooter Gang. So next up is Team Janus. Team Janus. And the dog's duty.
Yo. I will share my screen. So here's the poster for our game. The game's name is The Dog's Duty. And the story goes a little bit like this. Imagine this. You're a spy that has infiltrated into a criminal's house. You have access to his each and every personal belonging. This mafia boss is responsible for smuggling tons of illegal substances. The only thing left to do is to forward all of this information that you can find to the FBI. There's just one catch. You're a dog named Rex. Here he is. You're not a normal dog, but your owner expects you to be one. So when he's looking, you have to do the same. Sleep, eat, repeat. And maybe chase your tail once in a while. But when he isn't looking, you have a mission to complete. If he just won't block me. Come on now. I have to spy on him. And I'll just look at his tablet here. With my enormous paw, I'll swipe up. And I'll look in the corner if he's coming or not. And I'll look at the notifications. Your McDonald's order is ready. And also the laptop thing. So, oh my god. I didn't notice him coming, but you should act as if you're a normal dog. Come on then. Okay. This is where the realism sadly kind of breaks as I kind of switch the scene here and go to the computer. So I don't know the password. And how do I log in? Fortunately, the FBI gave me this cool USB stick that I just have to not drop into that. Let's try again. So our game, it's a little incomplete. We didn't have enough time to do everything. And yeah, this is very tense. So what we thought what will happen from here is, you know, he'll upload it, all those things from the recycle bin to the internet and do all those kinds of stuff and tell the FBI about it and everything, but we just didn't have the time. So we're going for all the cute points. We want you to rate this amazing artwork by K3N. You know, this cute dog trailing about. yeah, we were just it was our first time in a game jam, and we just didn't have enough time to do everything we wanted. We thought it was gonna be like a simpler idea, but it wasn't exactly Snake 2.0.
Okay, thank you. I have a question. What happens if you get caught as the dog?
So we haven't programmed this in either yet, but obviously maybe the owner would kick us out and we'd have to start over again.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions from our viewers? It doesn't sound like there's any other questions. So thank you. You may stop sharing your screen and we will move on to the next team.
Thank you.
And the next team is Volantibus with the game.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
That's good. One moment. We're getting things ready. And we are going not live because a JavaScript error has occurred. Wait 1 second. If we are having some technical difficulties, but 1 moment. We have another computer over there. Maybe we can start it from there. Okay, it works now. Wait. Let's add screen 1, go live. No. Okay, that's bad.
Discord has crashed.
Discord is not being kind to us. Yes. So 1 moment, I am going to not share my. I'm not going to stream anymore. Wait. One moment. My colleague, team member, is going live. You can join Ozar over there. And he's going to play Swing Infinity for us. Nice. So, what is Swing Infinity? It's a game about a bot that is not. And this bot has one mission. And his mission is to collect these little boxes over there, as you can see, and merge them. So let's start the game. So he's in these little blocks are going. He's grabbing them, and as you can see, these blocks can merge. So the goal is to this game is to get highest score as possible by merging these blocks. The same types of blocks can merge, and different types of blocks can't. They just stick together, and that's how it is. It's a small little game that we made and tried to took some inspirations from Cold Miner and from bubble games, like bubble games. As you can see, he used a spatial power over here, pushed away these little blocks. So, as you can see, the score is heading up. He's very good at it. I mean, we have been testing and trying a lot of it this game, and it's really nice. So you can see the TNT is coming. Let's see if he can show us what this block is going to do. And he grabbed it, And yeah, this block destroys everything. So this is a special block. Oh, very cool. That's right. You can see it's more difficult than ever. But I think we can manage it. Right. So, this little bot over there is swinging on his spaceship. That is goes to the theme of this jam, like looping forever. And of course, this little, literally a loop in his belly, as you can see. I mean, time in his belly. And actually, that's pretty much it. This little small game that we made. We think that it is fun to play. I hope you try it as well.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any questions?
So we saw some sort of power-ups here on this that you can pick up, like the TNT block. What other power-ups do you have, or did you plan to add to the game?
We have this TNT block. Then we have, like you saw this. How can I say it now? Barrel, yes. That like use this force push to push these blocks away. Then we had what we had is, I mean, we had a lot of them. We had like this question mark box that.
That's basically a special box as well that can merge with any box there is. Like the question box goes with the X's and the squares and everything else.
Yeah, and we planned like to do. I mean,
we didn't do
in my
much.
opinion, it was like everything that we planned to do because.
Was it though?
I don't remember anything else, but maybe because I haven't slept correctly.
Yeah, but there's health boxes as well. Like
yes,
there's either hearts that you can lose, and you can obtain them back by collecting the health boxes. So basically, 3 special things that come from the sides, and then we consider the question marks as special blocks as well. But yeah, except for those, we didn't have the time to do more, I guess.
Okay, well, it certainly looks very interesting. Yeah.
Yes, everything was made by ourselves during this jam. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Have you considered making this into a mobile game?
If we have some time, if we have some will to make it, like it is certainly a good mobile game.
Yeah, because it is based on this only using space to play it. So it would be a good game for mobile. Probably.
As I think
but it needs some tweaks and to make it like more fun and action based because it is still a prototype.
Yeah,
like
and we have quite a lot of refactoring to do in our code base and everything else also. So we are thinking about it, but we don't know if we are going to do it.
So I heard you say something about a JavaScript error to start with. Did you code it in JavaScript?
No. It was a Discord error.
Okay.
With streaming, we don't understand it, but what it was.
Okay.
We did it. We made it with Unity 3D game engine.
Okay. I think everyone used Unity this jam. Okay. Thank you very much. We have to move on now. So.
Thank you.
We are moving on to the next team, Win and Can't Even, and their game Stuck.
Hi, I'm Georg and I'm going to be presenting our game. I'm going to share my screen now so you can all take a look at it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so the game was made by me, Krista Männa, and Valter Sarapuu, and we used music from Zapsplat. That's as far as credits goes. So basically, the game is a point-and-click adventure game, in where you need to solve puzzles in order to free yourself from a loop. So you move around by left-clicking. You can interact with objects. You need to, in the beginning, it's like a small tutorial. You have to pick up the key. You have to press on the key. There's like an inventory, and then you have to open the door. And then let's watch a small introductory cutscene.
What a beautiful day. What's this? A wire loop? Well, I'm stuck in a loop. Better find a way out.
So it's a point-and-click adventure game, as I mentioned before. You can move around. If you can head out to another place, there will be an arrow directing, like here. You can pick up objects. You can later merge objects. For example, here's a long stick. You can pick it up. If you have some items, you can go down there. You can go up right there. There are some different musics we used for different scenes, different themes. For example, we can go to different places here as well. Let's go right. To not spoil the game too much, I won't show you where a lot of the things you're supposed to be interacting with are. So if you have two correct items which you could merge and then later use somewhere, you just have to press on one of them and then press on another of them, and then they will combine. In this case, it says that they can't be combined. And if you, in the end, you want to get out of the loop. And maybe some interesting facts. In the earlier beta testing, I did some speed runs in where I beat the game in 1 minute and 7 seconds, but it was due to an exploit I used, which is fixed now in the live game. But it's still a really fun game to speedrun after you have played it through. And it's a pretty, I think it's a quite long game, and it's fun to explore different musics, different places to go, different puzzles to solve. So I don't think I'm going to be solving those puzzles for you right now, and I will just close it and ask if you have any questions. So I think that's it.
I'd like to ask a question.
Go on.
Loved the game, by the way. Have you done these kinds of game before, or is this the first time you made it?
This is my first game jam. I was in my team. I was basically a writer, a sound finder, a sound user, I guess. Then I beta tested the game a lot. I speedran it. I've found a lot of issues, typos, exploits, etc. that are not in the game anymore, unfortunately, for me. No, but I really like my other two teammates. They were really professional. We got along, and I think our game turned out so well because we got on the same page quite early, and we really didn't argue a lot about stuff we're going to do and implement.
Okay, thanks for answering my question.
Okay. So looking at this game, very, very fascinating. I got very, very curious about any of the lore and the world building, or maybe the character backstory that this character would have. So have you given any thought to that? Like,
yeah, we had several stories that we thought of, but we in the end didn't implement because it would have been too complex. But we had an idea to make the game loop so that in the end, if you get rid of the loop, your character goes home to sleep, and when he wakes up, he goes out of his home and then he steps in the loop again, and so the game begins once again. But we had some different opinions about the effect of story, but in the end we decided that point and click puzzle game would fit it the best. So maybe it's a good thing that we don't have the story explored a lot, because now everyone can think themselves what's the atmosphere actually like, and actually the only thing that directs you is the voice acting and the music. So you can imagine yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. It was really very interesting. Now, if there are no further questions, we move on to the last team and the last game of the night. Last but not least, we have Experimental and their game Stuck on Airplane. Experimental, are you there?
Yes, I am here. We made a game called Stuck in Airplane, which I think was a typo or something. Stuck on an airplane, it should be, I think. So we wanted to go in a Groundhog Day kind of style, where you keep repeating some time interval, like there's many movies about that topic, and it was what interested us. On Friday, before we got the topic, on Saturday when we got the topic, we brainstormed, and the best idea we had, which most of us liked, was that you're stuck on an airplane, and there's a bomb somewhere, and you have to find it and solve the puzzle and save everyone. And if you fail and you die, you start again. No one else knows that the loop is happening, only you do. So I'll share my screen in a second and show you guys. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
I can.
Okay. So I'll start the game. Any moment now. My computer is a bit slow. It's a school laptop. So you load into the game, and you can of course turn down the stream audio, and you're this character. You move around. You can click on the other passengers to interact with them. Like here's a mother and their son, and they're arguing about something. You can ask them questions. We didn't actually have the time to add in all the dialogue options, but you can some characters here are really interesting. We just didn't have the time to add all the story. And so basically, as you see, this here's a glowing box. Glowing stuff is what you can interact with, and basically you have to solve the puzzle of who planted the bomb and how to defuse it. And you do so by, here's the explosion. So it explodes, and then you start again, and you have a fixed period of the time to solve the puzzle. Yeah. Any questions?
How does it end?
It ends if you manage to solve the puzzle. Basically, I don't want to spoil it, but I guess I can. If you catch on to the actions of the dude who planted the bomb, you can use some. You can make allies with the passengers by doing them favors or finding their lost stuff, and if you have them as your allies, you can basically use their help to take down the terrorist, and through that you can finally like defuse the bomb and break out of the loop.
So, I would like to ask, how long do you have before the bomb explodes?
The time frame in which you loop is 1 minute, a couple of seconds on top maybe, but you have 1 minute. You see the clock ticking. You wake up at the same time every time, and when the 1 minute ends, you start again. And it's doable in like 30 seconds or something if you really know just what you have to do. But you have to go through some loops to get there.
Okay, so thank you, Team Experimental, and thank you everyone else. And now I have just been informed that we will continue the we will continue by giving you another 10 minutes to play the games and vote. The voting was closed, now it's open back again. So you can go ahead and play any of the games that you didn't play yet, and I'll give you 10 minutes to do that, and then 30 minutes after that we start the award ceremony. So around 8:30 we start the award ceremony right back here on Voice Channel 3. Until then, thank you, and go and play some more games. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will be hanging around here for a while.
Okay.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Yes, I am this voting site, and there is only 3 games to vote in Gueua or something.
Yes, and have you played all of them, or
No, I only voted 1 game, Sleepy Hamster, but there is only should there be only 3 games, or there?
there should be, you should be assigned 3 games that you should vote, and once you've voted on those, you can play the other games and vote on those as well.
Aha, okay, then I understood. Okay, thank you very much.